Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the Times of Bill Cunningham. And he was a legendary New York Times photographer, and this film, it's like an hour and 15-minute documentary about him sitting down for like a 10-minute interview, and it just kept going. And what I really appreciated about this documentary is you hear so much raw emotion and experiences from this man's mouth. You hear his perspective on everything, the world, and it's so interesting that you get to dive into such a real, unexpected moment. Because this interview didn't expect this to keep going, and like it runs out of film after a while, and it kind of has a bit of an abrupt ending in terms of where you're hearing directly from Billy Cunningham because of that fact. But the narration, Sarah Jessica Parker narrated it, and they incorporated his art. He started as a fashion designer, and you see that. Then you see his photos. You hear from so many different people about the connection that he made and the relevant influences that he had on this New York lifestyle. And this man's from like Boston, and how he really became connected. And you see so well into this person. He lets himself out there. It's very interesting because he's somebody that, in this interview, lets himself just be there. He gets emotional. He has to stop himself sometimes. And it's a unique kind of experience, and obviously this wasn't done on purpose. And whether it's by accident or which it was, you get a really impressive look into this man's life through his words, his story, in this documentary. And that's a special kind of thing. And I'm really glad that they're able to take advantage of that and take that and make a full-fledged documentary out of this, because I really enjoyed it. And it's such an interesting perspective on New York and people living their lives and what pictures can do to capture everything. And I've really been getting into more documentaries, and this is something that felt special. Not every documentary that I watch, I feel like, oh, that was special. Sometimes it just feels very informative. And just like, okay, that was interesting. This felt real, felt very human, and I appreciated about this documentary. The Times of Bill Cunningham, like, I'm not big on photography. I'm not, well, except for film photography. Big fan of cinematographers. But, like, I've never really been into going around taking pictures. I've never really been into fashion. But this made me get passionate about it through the lens of this man who's so passionate about it. And you really capture that energy with his own words and his own story. So go check out The Times of Bill Cunningham. I streamed this on Reading Cinema's website. They have a lot of... So Reading Cinemas, go check them out. Their website, they have a lot of great things streaming right now. And Film Movement, Princeton Garden Theater. Those are a lot of places where I'm keeping up with these films, and where I can't go to the theater, I'm loving the opportunity to watch all of these. So... shameless plugs all around. But go check out The Times of Bill Cunningham. It's a very interesting story and documentary. Comment, let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.